Hello again everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of Parallax. Now, last episode we were struggling a little bit with this puzzle here, not because it's super difficult, but more because it's extremely easy to get totally disoriented. Completely lose track of what you actually need to do to make any progress. All you have to do in this puzzle, it's a very simple puzzle, hit the button on the left, hit the button on the right, hit the button on the left, and walk to the exit, because that will take this platform, bring it over this way, flip it around, bring it back, and let you jump to the exit pad. However, it's not so easy, because the only way we have to interact with this involves constantly flipping and rotating our perspective, so we have literally no idea what's going on anymore. Now we can do a bunch of movement through these areas, but since these doors can be completely locked off, preventing us from getting where we need to be, it makes it a little bit trickier. So we're gonna... went the wrong side of it. Go back into the light world, come back through here again, and see what's going on. So... whoop, that's not what I meant to do. It's really easy to fall off this level as well. The rotation pads are definitely a lot easier to fall off than the regular terrain is. From here we can rotate ourselves right way around again, but that doesn't actually help us because we haven't really changed anything here yet. But if we come back to our observation point, we can see nothing's changed here, but that this tile is in the right side, that if we enter it from this side, we'll be good. So what we need to do is we need to come up, flip the buttons, come back down, and enter it from this world. That should let us... No, we'd be upside down right now, wouldn't we? I think that's right, though. We need to come through here, flip back around, push the button, come through and push that button. And we should be golden that way, if we can do that. Except we have to be in the dark world to begin with, which doesn't work. Is this right? It would be right, except for the fact that this one is the wrong way around. So we have to come through here first, and switch this one. Which is another problem, because in order to switch that, we have to be on that side. Oh, the problems we have. I think what we need to do here is go back to the light world and jump through. That should take us to the button we need to switch that side. We go back through again. Now that one's backwards. That's not right. We need to flip the portals again then. So let's flip the portals again first. We are definitely not going to be going for super efficiency here, but we might just be able to actually solve it today. So let's do our best to do that. Switch these again, and we come check it out. Nope, this is now facing the wrong way, so we can't actually do what we need to do at all. Somehow I completely misstepped there. And this is the problem with this puzzle. It's very easy to just completely get confused and wind up doing the wrong thing. Because now the portals are the wrong way around. Alright, I think we actually have it though. All we have to do is go back and not switch the portals first. Come back through here. Now we just walk through there and push the button we need. Yes, okay. That's the rotation we needed. Good. So now we gotta go back and mess around with this some more to try and get the next stage of rotation we need. Because that's right. Let's try and get back upside down if we can, so that we can actually do what we need to do here. I think we need to flip this. That rotates that tile around so we can flip ourselves right side up. And this should let us... No. That's wrong. Okay. All I'm trying to do now is get back to the observation point so I can see what's going on here. This should let us flip upside down. Nope, that also leads to the button now. Okay, well what we need to do then is get to this side on the other world. So, it's currently facing the right way to get us through here. He says as he immediately jumps off the world. But we need to have it arranged the other rotation. So let's switch this. Take the dark portal through and see if it's in the right orientation. I think it is not. That would be correct. Okay, so that's the button we need to push right there. All we need to do is flip this. In order to flip this one, we have to flip the other world's one, though, first. So we go back through. This is a seriously disorienting puzzle. We flip it. We go back into the dark world. And now it is properly arranged. Perfect. We come back through, and we rotate like this. Okay, only one step left. All we have to do... That's an interesting little wave there. All we have to do is get back onto this one, and then we are golden. So let's go back into the light world. Switch that again. Back up we go. Switch that again. This should flip us upside down now. Nope, this is good then. Okay. That's what we needed to do. We flip this one around. We go back through again in the dark world now. And we're good. Now let's just hit the last button we need. And all we have to do now... Actually, all we have to do... is flip this button one time. And we should be good now. Okay, never mind. We're plummeting to our deaths. Because all we have to do now is walk through this portal, flip ourselves around, and get to the exit. My biggest problem with this puzzle is not the difficulty of it, it's just how easy it is to get completely disoriented while trying to solve it. Ugh, 18 out of 14 flips, but you know what? I'm okay with that. We got through it after struggling with it for a little while, so now we won't have to worry about that anymore, hopefully. Let's move on to the next puzzle. Oh joy. This one looks like fun. Alright, there's the exit right next to us again. All we have to do is get over there and push that button. How hard could it be, right? Alright, upside down. Oh goodness. Okay, right side up. That one needs to be rotated. Upside down. Oh, baby. Okay, we flip this. And we go back through it. No, we do not go back through it. That would be bad. We flip back upside down again. Then we go back through it. No, we can't do this at all here. This is the wrong orientation entirely. Apparently you can't do this one first. Because you need to be able to get through that side as well. And we're falling in the pit. Okay, well we messed it up anyway. Let's restart. Just to save ourselves having to do a whole pile of backtracking. We can just start over. We gotta do the first shortcut here and see if that will allow us to actually make some progress. So we come in here, we rotate around. This changes a portal. But as I understand it, we have to change this portal, otherwise it's impossible for us to progress. So we go up instead. Back into the circle. Oh, no, that one's faced the wrong way around now, so we can't do that either. We can come through to here, though, which lets us get over to the start. And we're falling, I guess. Stepped off a little bit too early. But that's not the way we want to go. We want to go this way, except that portal's now the wrong way around, because we pushed the button that we had, the only button we had to push. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, you know? If there's only one button you can push... Oh, I see. We gotta run through here. And that flips that one back there. But how does that help us? That we have to change this one then, which means we have to get to that portal. So we have to come over here and switch this one back. The confusion is real, guys. The confusion is real. Alright. Back around again we go. I think I got this now. We come around to here now, but this one's locked, so we come around this way, which allows us to hit another button to go back and solve a different button puzzle. The rotations are real. Because now we can sneak through here past these lasers to get this button, which opens the path on the other side to let us actually get to where we need to go, I think. I think this will let us get to the button that allows us to actually access the exit. Yes, and we're falling again. Okay, we made it. You hit this. Now we can get to the exit. Except we have to go back, and in order to go back, we're going to have to change some things, I think. Because that panel's the wrong way around now. So we have to go upside down again and flick this panel around the other way, and then maybe we can do it. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, let's see if we can get out of here now. Hopefully we'll be able to. I think we flicked all the switches back in the way they initially were. Except for this one. Okay. Let's switch this panel back and then see if we can get out of here for real, maybe? I think that does it. Maybe? At this point, I'm a little bit confused because it's all changed now. Okay, I see what we did wrong. We never reset those switches earlier that changed things earlier in the level. So we gotta reset this one. We gotta go back through one of those causeways and solve whatever's on the other side. I don't remember which one we changed though anymore. They sure like to make you dizzy in these levels. It's not this one though, I think it was the first one that we had to change. But now I'm not sure, because we've gotten what we needed. We probably have to change both of them back. Because they were all related to opening up portals that allowed us to get out, but are going to stop us from going back. So let's go through here. Yeah, that one's based on that portal, which we don't need to be in that direction anymore. Okay, so we got to run the gauntlet exactly the same back, which we didn't do properly, but we should be able to do now that we know that that's what we had to do. Just run the gauntlet in reverse. Now that one in particular, I don't know if you have to do again, but it seems like you do, because we tried to do it previously and it didn't work at all. But, we will see. Maybe I just did it wrong. Would not surprise me at all if I just did it wrong. Let's come back over here and push this button. We're definitely getting out of track here. I'm tempted to just restart and clear everything up here, but at this point I don't think that helps us. I understand what I should have done, I just didn't do it properly. Yeah, because this lets us get back right now. Yeah, okay, so what we needed to do there was go first trick button, second trick button, out, first trick button, out. We didn't need to do this one again, because it's just reset the exit, but that's fine. That is fine. We got through with a bunch of extra actions, but we know what we did wrong, so it doesn't really matter. All we had to do was not reset the second upside down area. Alright, what is this about? This looks... Oh, do those rotate you, or do they just tip you off? They rotate you. Ooh, baby. Okay, we're upside down now. Does this rotate you, or does this tip you off? It rotates you as well. I see they're starting to get a little bit more evil. There's a button over here we can hit which changes the orientation of one of these portals, except that we're on the wrong side for it again. And these don't change sides like that, so we can't get there from here. Huh. Alright, well that's not going to help us then, but this button might. All three of those are switched, or two of those rather are switched. This, oh, hello. This switches the bottom one. Not sure why we'd want to do that just yet. Is this all this level is? Just a series of really confusing rotations again? Hit this from underneath? No. This should let us get over to something interesting. Except this one doesn't rotate. So this is just going to be a plummet. Oh, we're falling. Okay, don't fall there. That's not a good idea. Okay, so in order to do this properly, we somehow have to get on the other side, jump that, but we have to move that laser first. Other than that, we've got into the right place, we're just not in there at the right time, or on the right side. Tricky. Alright. Let's try this again, then. What does this button do? Why is that desirable after we just rotated it in the first place? I could not tell you. We're gonna flip around upside down again. Very nice. And we're gonna jump through this portal and see where this takes us. This should take us to the other side, except for the fact that the laser is still gonna be in the way, so it's not gonna actually benefit us much. And now we're just right back here. Did we really just do a loop? Hang on a second. Again, I am so easily disoriented by all this flipping and world swapping. I don't think this is where I was trying to be. I feel like I'm just walking in circles here. I definitely feel like I'm just walking in circles here. Because we need to get over to there. So I'm on the right side now, except that I won't be able to stay on this side. I need to rotate this platform, but to rotate this platform I have to get on the other side. And this is going to flip me upside down, so I won't be able to do it. Oop, and we're falling. This is a very confusing level again. And again, it's mostly just confusing. It only takes 5 button presses, apparently. It's very confusing just because of the way in which it constantly flips you upside down. And then takes you away from your frame of reference of what you're looking at. Because all we need to do is get there and push that button and then get back. Which means it only takes 4 button presses to get there and back. So in theory, that's 2 each way. That should not be this hard. If we come across here, we're going to be upside down. That's fine. We'll flip ourselves over and we'll run back through this portal and see, now that we're upside down, what do we see here? This is the one that takes us down to the other side of that portal, which is not where we want to be. Okay. 1 button press. In theory now, there's only 1 other button press that we're allowed to do before we solve this thing. We just fell to our deaths. That's fine, I think we're actually in the right place here. All we have to do is ride this underneath and push that button. Because then... I was saying, what is the point of pushing that button after we just flipped them? The point of pushing that button after you just flipped them is we didn't have access to that button before. Now we need to go around that way to get to the other side, I think. Unless I am incorrect again. I may very well be, yeah. It's so easy to get completely off track with this. That's fine though. We flip over, we go back through that portal. And this takes us upside down to that door, except that we're in the wrong world now. Was I supposed to leave it? I don't think I was. I think I was supposed to push that button. So otherwise, how was I supposed to get through? But apparently that's not how it works. Let's hit this button again just for fun, and go back and try that again. Exactly the same thing, except now the worlds are flipped, so that door's open. That might take us through to the switch we need at some point, except that now we're upside down again, and I don't know what difference it made. Except that now we're on the other side. Let's cycle around again, switch ourselves around again, and then go through that door again. Because that got us back to the right orientation here, except that the door hasn't been flipped yet. Oop, and we're falling again. It's so easy to slide off the ledges in this game. Okay, so we need to solve this properly. I'm right back where I was, except that these are no longer in the same alignment, and we're already most of the way over our switching allotments. So we gotta switch that one. That's something we definitely have to do, and now we know we have to do it. Okay, let's restart this again. See if we can do this from the beginning, because I have a feeling that the longer you go and get confused in this game, the easier it is to continually not solve it. So we're gonna come around this way. We gotta flip that one first. So we'll come around underneath this puzzle first. There we go. Now we can take the mirror over here to get underneath. Switch both of those. If we hop over this way, we need to be on the other side of this platform, which means we need to come from that portal, I think. Oops. And we missed. Well, you can't win them all, I suppose. So we need to wind up on that one, which means we can't start on this side. Oh, I'm missing every jump here. We need to be on the other side. like this. This will take us to the other side and allow us to flip this button. There we go. So we flipped this one upside down. There we go. Now we gotta go back. Hopping across the Oreos. Alright, from here, that one is now switched, so we need to switch these two so we can get to the other side. But I may want to switch one of them first. Because I can switch just one of them if we want. We can switch the one underneath us. And that might make it possible to get to the other side here. If it does, though, it's going to involve taking the switcheroo pad here, and I'm not sure how that's going to work for us. Because we need to get around to the other side so that we can go through the other side of this portal in the Dark World. So we need to be going upside on this side into this. So this portal has to be backwards and we have to be in the light world beforehand. Which is definitely confusing. So we have to switch these so we can cycle into the Dark World and then out of the Dark World. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Because now we can go like this, but I think we'll be on the wrong side of the portal. So we have to switch them again, perhaps. Yeah, because now we're on the wrong side of the portal. So we jump back across, we switch them, we go back under, and we try and go through. Not that I think this is definitely going to work or anything, just that it's the only option I can really think of at the moment. Because we'll be on the wrong side of the thing, so it's not going to be super easy, but it might be possible, we'll find out. No, this is going to put us upside down facing the wrong side of the wall now. We have to get flipped around first, and that doesn't make it easy here. Yes, these puzzles are getting difficult. They were not to begin with. I think this is what we need to do, though. I think this is exactly what we need to do. Come around this way. No, we're on the wrong orientation again, right back where we started. This is just one of those puzzles, isn't it? Where it's super easy to think you've got it solved, and it turns out you've done everything wrong the entire way through. It's just so easy to get disoriented in here. Alright, Parallax. Let's see what else you've got in store for me. Now, in theory, if we switch these again, that might actually work. I might have had it right before. So let's go back under, switch both panels again, and see if we can use them to cycle through properly. I don't think so, but we'll see. Because we can... Oh, that was wrong. We can go across there, go underneath, flip around again, and maybe that'll bring us to the right orientation? We'll find out, because we should be upside down here. So we can bypass that laser to get into the other world. There we go. And now we can flip around again, which should take us to that side, which means we can hit the button we need to hit. So I definitely have messed this up a couple times. I think we've had the ability to solve this before now. But there we go. That is the jump cleaned up, so we can actually jump like we need to. Now all we have to do is get back to the exit. We've already used like 7 button pushes. Yeah, 6 button pushes. So I've definitely messed this up more than we needed to actually solve it, but I'm okay with that. So we go through it all again, and that should cycle us back around to the right side up, and then we can get out of here. We might need to do 1 more button push, maybe 2 more button pushes to actually solve it fully. But I think we're basically there. Oh, oh, I thought I made it onto the platform, but apparently not. Did those switch? I don't know. We need to switch this one and come back to the other side, though, so... let's hop over here, switch them, and hop back. And hop over and under. Excellent. Are we in the right path here? No, because it's going to smack us into that wall. So we think we need to flip this one back now, which is a whole other can of beans. So let's go around, try this again, see if we can fix this all up. This is not the most efficient puzzle solving at this point, but at this point I'm not too worried either. I'm okay with taking non-perfects, since these puzzles are very disconcerting. It's not simply a logic problem anymore, it's more of an orientation one. There we go, so we got out. Let's take the success where we can get it, thank you very much, game. And that is D6 completed. Jeez. Again, with 2 actions more than necessary. I'm sure we could do that smoother if we tried, but I'm not sure how much smoother it would wind up being. If we go back to the menu here, I think we've only got 2 levels left. Wow. Alright guys, so we're going to have to end this episode a little bit early, unfortunately. I don't have a whole lot of time left to record today, so thank you all very much for watching. This has been Vanguard of Valor playing some more of Parallax. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching us struggle through the final levels here. We've gotten a good deal of them perfect. We got all of the first 2 chapters perfect, no problem, except for this one. Apparently, I missed one. Almost all the first 2 chapters perfect, and a smattering of the others perfected as well. We've only got 2 levels left, though, so we'll see what happens once we solve the rest of Parallax. But that'll be next time. Until then, let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye.